Hello, and welcome to the Sensual Garden. I am the Sensual Seductress, aka Mistress Alluring. How are you? Happy holidays. Today, this broadcast is being brought to you by the Sensual Garden, which is an online and in-person store for all your adult pleasure enhancers. The Sensual Garden is empowering and educating and enhancing one bedroom at a time. The Sensual Garden offers intimacy coaching, sex education, sexual maturity, BDSM, and kink education in person, online, or via podcast. Visit my Patreon page at the Sensual Garden. Find me on Instagram, _sensual_garden. Facebook, Sensual Seductress. TikTok, Sensual Seductress 69. You need to drop me a line? Guess what? You can leave a comment, a question, or a concern at the end of the podcast on Spotify. Yeah, there's a Q&A. Or you can drop me an email, thesensualgarden@gmail.com. Don't forget to do your shopping at thesensualgarden.com, where you can find everything from mild to wild. So, let's get into it. Per usual, you all know that I am still in the beginning stages of perfecting the podcast. It's going to get better. But today I want to talk about what may be a sensitive subject for some. What may be I'm tired of having this discussion for others. Or what could be why do we even have to go through this conversation? So let's talk about it. Allies. What is an ally? Are you an ally? Do you know how to be an ally? Is it just a title to you? Is it just something that you claim part-time while you're in front of that group or that person? Do you know that there's work that needs to be done on the front line and behind the scenes in order for you to be a true ally? Think about that. In the BDSM kink community, we have a lot of people who claim that they are allies. We have a lot of people who would like to say that I'm down with this group. I support this group. I'm for whatever this group wants. But when push comes to shove, are they really down? Are they really supportive? Are they supportive for show? Are you supportive for show? Are you supportive just to say, hey, I did that, so it can feel like it's cool to you? So check it out. It says an ally is to combine a resource or a commodity, but we're going to change commodity to community for a mutual benefit. Okay. So I can only speak from my own perspective, my own information that I've gathered, because I've asked this question the other day to a few people. I even made a post about it on FetLife. What is an ally? And I gave some basics of an ally. So if the goal is to bring a community together for a desired result or benefit, how is it that in the BDSM kink community, the BIPOC is constantly lacking allies? And I'm not saying this against anybody. I'm not saying this to put down any other group or anything like that. I'm just bringing some light to a subject that I believe needs to be addressed. Because we all don't get it. So, let's talk about the work. There's work that needs to be done on the front end. See, you can't say that you're an ally to the BIPOC, but you don't help create a safe space in the community for the BIPOC. See, your job as an ally is to fill in the gap. When there are discussions, programs, presentations, events, or anything that's going to be implemented, be it experimental, demonstration, long-term, whatever, if no one from that group that you're representing is there, your job as an ally is to speak up for that group. Not speak for that group, but speak up for the group. Your job is to say, hey, maybe you should call or reach out to such and such in the BIPOC group and see if they have anyone who's willing to do X, Y, and Z, contribute X, Y, and Z, present X, Y, and Z. Your job is to make sure that the group is not left out. The group is not being disrespected. And the group is not being forgotten. It's also your job as an ally to ensure that you are showing up to support the group, be it munches, socials, play parties, potlucks, whatever they're having that you find out about. You should reach out to the organizer. Hey, is it okay if we come? We want to support you. Or even if you can't make it, is it okay if we donate? That's all a part of being an ally to the group. It's not coming in and taking over the space. It's not coming in and telling the group what to do. You can give ideas. You can express your point of view. You can also give tips and tricks on how the group can get X, Y, and Z. But you don't take over. You don't walk in front. You don't walk behind. You walk alongside. And a lot of people don't get that. Not only do you show up and support, you also, in the quiet of the night when no one is looking, you make sure that amongst you and your group of friends or whatever, that the group that you're saying you're an ally to and that you support that your inner circle is not being disrespectful to that group. Because see, if you let the off-color jokes and stuff go in your little circle, you're not truly being an ally. You're being a lie, but not an ally. See, here's the thing. Almost all minority groups need an ally. Sad but true. Sad but true. And check this out. For my non-black people of color and indigenous people, listen up. Y'all don't need an ally. All y'all need to do is have somebody to vouch for you and say, hey, they're good to be in the space. They're cool. Oh, yeah, I know them. I brought them with me. They good. They good. Yeah, she good. He good. That's all y'all need. True, somebody might mumble something. Somebody might look a certain way. But that's all y'all need. Y'all just need somebody to vouch for you to be okay in the space. And even if you mess up in the space, the black, indigenous, and people of color will still say, it's okay. They didn't know any better. No. We're going to give them another chance. It's cool. I got them. They'll know better next time. And guess what? Y'all will be welcome right on back into the next event. And the next one, and the next one, and the next one, and the next one. You all will have to do something really, really shitty and utterly disrespectful to be kicked out of the non-white space. Think about that. Think about it. You would have to show up and use the N-word, start a fight, cuss somebody out, do some really, really hurtful shit to be banished from the island. But otherwise, those little small mistakes, they didn't mean to step on your shoes. They ain't mean to pour the liquor out. They didn't mean that. Oh, they didn't mean to sit in your seat. Oh, they knew they playing spades. They don't know how to do that. It's okay. We're going to teach them. They didn't know. Or maybe they did know. But they'll get a pass. Now let's flip that coin. A BIPOC person shows up in a space that is predominantly white. We already have it in our minds. 1, some of y'all don't think we belong here. 2, some of y'all think we don't deserve to be here. 3, some of y'all thinking, what the fuck are you here for? This is our shit, not yours. Why are you here? And we know, especially black people, we know when we are in these spaces, we are on probation. Nobody has to tell us. It is an unwritten rule. We already know. We are on probation. We are to walk in slowly, walk in quietly, and don't touch a thing. Now it's kind of like when your mom used to take you to the store and she tell you, when we get in this store, don't you ask for nothing, don't you touch nothing, and don't walk away from me. We already know that there is a target on us and somebody is waiting in the wings for us to fuck up. And this is the sad part. Whereas white people will get a pass in most instances when they mess up, that same grace is not offered to us. We're not allowed to make a mistake. We're not allowed to have an oopsies. Nope. Because we should know better. We should know what's expected of us in that space. Ain't that crazy, y'all? Think about that for a second. Think about that. You invite somebody into your home. You tell them to make themselves at home. Make yourself comfortable. But as soon as they sit on that chair, touch that picture, pick up that figurine, they done violated all type of wrong. Because you assume they supposed to know how to act when they in your space. It's no forgiveness for the black. The indigenous may get a little bit of forgiveness. The people of color may get a little bit of forgiveness. I don't know. I can't speak on that. I can speak on the black. We don't get any forgiveness. One fuck up and we are done. And it does not have to be with words, y'all. We can give somebody a certain look. We can say something and now we're tone checked. We can write something and oh my God, because it does not sound right to you, it's wrong. It's not sincere. We are checked so much so that we have to make sure that our T's are crossed and our I's are dotted. We have to make sure that we water down our tone as to not come across aggressive in the space. If you're a bold, outspoken person, and you got to tone that down in their space now. You can't do that. You can't do that. We are not given that grace that other groups are given. And then I'm not even sure if the other groups are given, but I'm just going to say, for shits and giggles, maybe other groups get a pass where we don't. Again, enter the space quietly. Don't touch anything. And don't say anything. Because you're on probation. You're on trial. And so what happens is we have to find that one person in the community with clout, or that one person in the community who nobody has a problem with and everybody's almost too scared to go against their word, to say, hey, they cool. Leave them, they good. They could. But guess what? Even then, it's not enough. Y'all think about that. Then again, it's not enough. So what do you do as an ally? You have a come to Jesus meeting with your group of people. And you let them know, hey, we can't keep behaving like this. We can't keep doing this. Because see, in order for change to happen, somebody got to speak up. Somebody has to do the right thing. But this is where the ally come in. Should we need an ally? Absolutely not. Nobody should need an ally. We should just be able to be in these spaces together, to have fun, to network, to bond, to be friends. And in the BDSM kink community that is supposed to be so fucking non-judgmental and so welcoming, considering how the vanilla world looks at us, we some fucking freaks according to them. But we get in this space and we separate and unequal. Make it make sense. Make it make sense.